Hello, everyone. Looks like George Foreman royalty right there. Look at that beautiful family. Let me get out of the frame. There, let's take a look. Isn't that beautiful? George Foreman, what a family legacy that is. I got so fascinated with his life. I thought I'd share his wife and now his entire George Foreman clan. There's so many Georges in there. All of his children. And what are they doing these days? What are they up to? There's a picture with George, his wife, Mary Joan Martley, and their 11 children. One has since passed away, Frida, I believe. Frida Foreman, she was actually, let's talk about her first, rest in peace. She strapped on her gloves to box professionally in 2000. So right at the time of, yeah, no, 2000. Okay, in 2000. I'm thinking 2020. In 2000. She retired a year later with a record of 5-1 and 3 knockouts. So there you go. That's her daddy's girl. She retired with a record of 5-1 and 3 knockouts. She died suddenly in 2019 at the age of 42, leaving behind a husband, children, and grandchildren. An autopsy found that she perhaps died by suicide, and that was challenged. But at any rate, he rest in peace, Frida Foreman. So you won't see her pictured in that photo, but let's let's see what his other children are up to nowadays. Okay, so let's just take a look. And Frida, you were not forgotten. Um, so let's just see what is his children up to. So there's George Jr., who works as a marketing executive with the company, the George Foreman Grill, the George Foreman Grill. So he's a marketing executive there, and he's also co-founder of IYC Capital, which is an investment company. So he's got the business brains of his dad. Then there's George III, also known as Monk. They call him Monk. He became a professional boxer too, and later co-founded Everybody Fights, which is a boxing gym. Then there's the fourth George, George the Fourth, which they call Big Will. He too is involved in boxing, but in the promotion side of boxing. So the promoting, the marketing. He worked alongside his fathers and brothers with the Foreman Boys Promotions, and he was also involved in farming of their father's ranch, which I didn't talk much about the ranch, but George was a big outdoorsman and he had a big ranch and farm. And then there's the fifth George, which is known as Red. He's a gospel singer and a songwriter. He also worked on the ranch and he also trained boxers with the George Foreman Youth and Community Center, by which he is actively involved. So that's the five Georges: George Jr., George the Third, Monk, George the Fourth, Big Will, George the Fifth, Red. That's a four of the George. Okay, the four Georges, and then he has his daughter. Well, his daughter Natalie is a singer and a professor in education. And then Leola is a stand-up comedian with a YouTube channel. And I'll link her channel in the description box for your view. Then he has a daughter, Georgetta, who is a television producer. She works on shows such as reality TV, Divorce Court, and other reality shows. So there you have it. The Foreman children are doing some things. Georgetta Foreman worked also on the show Beyond the Glory and Justice for the People with Judge Millian. So she does work reality TV quite a bit. She's also told CNN that her dad had inspired her to pursue such a career. So there you have it, the George Foreman children. Now I didn't do every one, but I did the ones that are posted publicly. And I will drop in the description box links by which you can find out more about the Foreman kids and the George Foreman Youth Center and the charities that were endearing to all of them as a Foreman family. And I just really look at that as quite The Black Power right there. That is a beautiful family photo. I'm loving it. I'm getting out of the way. Look how beautiful that is. Yes, culture pride I'm having right now. If you've gotten this far, please click like, please click subscribe, share with a friend, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Ain't that pretty?